Welcome back, everyone. We are not in our usual filming location, as you probably noticed. So we are out here at the Low Ranch in Texas. It's hard to say, it's a tongue twister. And I was invited out here by the good folks at Trijicon to use their new optic as well as some of their thermals as well for hunting here on the ranch. We have been going all week long. The week is unfortunately closing out as I film this, but we have a ton of experience with the new optic and also their thermals as well. So basically, it's going to be a overview of the optic because I haven't reviewed it yet, but I've done a lot of testing with it. I've definitely fired over 500 rounds with guns with these on, so a good bit, and we can talk about it. So for people who have been watching the channel for a while, you guys know the Trijicon MRO is an optic I like. I use it all the time. You guys see it in videos all the time. And the original one, as we talked about, had a little bit of issues, the early ones. Some of them had the magnification, slight magnification. Trijicon fixed that after 90,000 serial number. You won't see that, but then the other complaint that folks would talk about with the Trijicon MRO, the one previous to this, the previous generation, if you will, is that especially if you're using it with a magnifier, you would see some bending around the outside of where the optic was. So Trijicon went to work and updated it to the current generation that you guys see right here. So a few major changes. Number one is going to be the optical clarity, the glass quality. This one, looking through it, looks identical to the Trijicon HD in terms of clarity. However, it doesn't have the donut of death reticle. It just has the single 2 MOA dot. You guys have seen the MRO HD review on my channel. I'm a big fan of the clarity for sure. So good on them for that. The bonus of that clarity is that not only is it clearer, obviously, and has less distortion around the edges, it's also clearer when you're using it with a magnifier. So the previous issues that folks had with magnifiers on this, they have corrected that. Me personally, I never minded it because if you're running magnification, typically you're looking towards the center of the optic. That sort of just makes sense. But if you stared at the outside, you would see some aberration on the earlier ones. On these ones, you don't. So there is that, or at least much less. Additionally, they upgraded the turrets on it. So the turrets are upgraded to withstand more recoil and take more shock, I guess you could say. So we tested that out by dropping it out of a helicopter onto a Texas stone and dirt road, but it is baked in the heat, so it is essentially concrete. And you guys should be seeing that footage rolled in here. And then afterwards, I went over and grabbed it, took some photos that you guys can probably see here as well. It stayed on the whole time. They put it back on a rifle and checked zero. It was still zeroed. And I should mention that the optic was mounted to a pipe that was about 5 pounds, just to give it a realistic type of energy when it hit the ground, and it was just fine. So pretty good in terms of durability. And the last update to it is going to be night vision. So they changed their night vision settings. There still are 2 of them that you can select in terms of intensity. However, with that increased optical clarity, one of the benefits was better performance under night vision if you are aiming through your optic rather than using some sort of laser device, which is becoming more and more popular because more and more people have night vision. And if you're fighting somebody who has night vision and they can see your laser, well, it's a laser straight back to you, so that is suboptimal in those conditions. So it's better performance there as well. Battery life is still going to be the same, roughly 2 to 5 years. From what I understand, there's other models coming out, other SKUs of this optic, but right now they are not out. I will be doing a full review on my channel, so stay tuned for that. But this is, again, it's just the prototype that we have been using out here. Prototypes, I should say, that we have been using out here pre-production. Once they get in production, I will start my regular review on the channel. Sorry to interrupt the lovely view out there at the ranch, but I actually just got the production models in, so I wanted to let you guys see those in person. So this, of course, is our production model with the standard Trijicon base on there. They're going to be offered with all the different bases that Trijicon has offered over the years for their previous models. And then additionally, like we talked about there with the magnifier really does clear everything up, the issues that they did have in the past. So I just want to let you guys know, if you guys are watching this right now, these will be shipping any day to retailers for you guys to pick them up. So there is that. Additionally, I wanted to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is the good folks over at Blackout Coffee. These folks right here. And I would imagine many of you out there know who Blackout Coffee is, but if you don't and you care about supporting a small business that is pro-America, pro-2A, pro-freedom, then definitely check them out. They're not your average corporate coffee shop. Blackout Coffee is roasted right here in the USA, in Florida, in fact, by people who stand for faith, freedom, hard work. They support the troops. They support the Second Amendment and everything that makes this country great. Essentially, if you like this channel and the things that we talk about and support here on this channel, you will like the folks over there at Blackout. They make a number of different roasts. One of them that we're going to feature in this video is going to be the Morning Reaper. Excellent name, medium blend. It comes in ground. They come in pods. They also come in whole bean coffee for those of you guys who want to grind it up yourself. And here's the deal. Right now, you can get 20% off your first order just by heading over to blackoutcoffee.com/Mrgunsngear and use code Mrgunsngear at checkout. Once again, that is blackoutcoffee.com. Link in the description should be here on your screen as well. And again, big thank you to the folks over at Blackout Coffee for sponsoring the video. Now let's head back out to the ranch. And now with that out of the way, one last thing to talk about is going to be the price point. The MSRP has changed on these. The MSRP is $786. That probably will not be reflected in the street price. The street price, of course, will be much lower. And that is the Optic right there. Same mounting base. This, of course, is an aftermarket option rather that Trijicon does offer. However, the base model will ship with its standard MRO base that we all have used for years, both in absolute and lower 1/3 co-witness. I think that's pretty much it. Talking about some of the other stuff we did here that you guys probably tuned in to see with some B-roll that were probably rolling over me right now. We did several thermal hunts, hunting both for coyotes as well as hogs, primarily hogs. Took a bunch of hogs, no doubt about it. I would say over the course of this week, I probably shot definitely north of 100 hogs, maybe below 150, so a good bit, using a number of different rifles. We used Nemo arms. I was personally using, during the thermals, I was using the 6.5 Creedmoor version of it, and performed excellent, as you would expect. That is a fantastic rifle, and I was using the Trijicon Reap IR. They also had their Hunt IR optic out here. They're slightly different. Both are very capable thermals, and one of the big advantages of them is that they now have removable SD cards, so that way you can record on them. So that's probably where a lot of the footage that you guys are seeing on your screen here is coming from. It's coming from the optics themselves. So we definitely did some hunting with that, and then we mounted the MROs onto AR-15s and went helicopter hunting. So hunting again for hogs as well as coyotes. I would say overall in terms of coyotes, at least 30. I mean, there's that I shot this week, a lot. And I was doing that with 5.56. That was the gun I was using throughout that. Interesting terminal performance on both animals for sure. One thing I'll tell you is those pigs are tough. They can soak up some lead, no doubt about it. Definitely impressive for them. However, we made sure that we finished them off before leaving. And of course, most of the guns that we were using throughout the hunt were equipped with this guy right here. This is the Banish 30. This is their V2. If you guys watch my channel, you know I have the V1. So this one here is a lightweight suppressor that allows you to remove the end cap so you can shoot it in the full configuration like you have here, or you can take this piece completely off and then have a shorter, more compact suppressor. Of course, it is a 30 cal suppressor, so absolutely fine on a 5.56. We actually used an adapter there because the hub mount, which it is hub capable as well, that they shipped with was, of course, for an AR-10. So got a little adapter on there, but it ran just fine on all the different guns we used it on. And that's pretty much it. Had a good time out here at the ranch shooting some stuff, hanging out at a pretty cool place with some pretty cool folks. So that's pretty much it. Thanks again to Trijicon for having me out. And if you guys like this type of video, we don't do this type of video very often. We traditionally do actual product reviews, but this is kind of a first look for you guys with some cool B-roll. But if you like it, hit the subscribe button both here on YouTube and on Rumble. Additionally, if you guys are subscribed, hit the notification bell, and you're not seeing at least 2 to 4 videos a week here on the channel, that means you're being blocked by an algorithm for my content. So easy way around that is to sign up for the email at the website here on your screen. This will get you signed up for 2 emails. It will get you put on our monthly email list, which goes out monthly, as the name indicates, and it has all the videos since the previous email went out. So that way there's no big tech giant censoring your eyes from my content. Additionally, it'll get you put on the daily deals email. So should the suppressor, the rifle, the optic, the mount, the stock, whatever, any of those sorts of things that if you're into guns and gear, you would be interested in, if those things go on sale, we'll put that in the daily deals email. Typically 8, sometimes 10 of the best deals that we found around the internet. If the item, whatever it is in the email, it's the cheapest I know of anywhere for that product on that day. So it saves you guys some money, also saves you some time because I've done the looking for you. And lastly, we have an SMS list. So if you guys are interested in that, it'll go out at most once a day, and it has 1 of 2 things, well, 3 things in it. It'll either be a new video just dropped and a link to the video, like smoke a deal, the best deal that I see around the internet on that day. I'll send it out via text. And then also we have a monthly Q&A video where only people who are subscribed to are signed up for rather, the text list can get the invite, if you will, to the Q&A video, because I only send it out via SMS text once a month, so you guys can jump on there. And with that, that's all I have for you. Thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.